We're asked to just indulge in this continuously. So it's not a place where I sometimes accept and then I go back into resistance mode. I mean, more and more and more we want that to be the way it is. So my daughter-in-law wrote this email about my 5-year-old grandson, who's a pretty amazing little kid. So she says in the latter part of the email, she said, "Jacob continues to blow our minds. The other day he told me he hears a voice sometimes. That particular day he said it just whispered, 'Jacob.' So the next night as I was putting him to bed, I asked him if he heard the voice again. He said yes. When I asked what it said, he looked up at me with a smile and he had like a glow and said, 'It said to forgive everything.'"
Wow.
She said, "I got goosebumps. Isn't this amazing?" I tried to get more information out of him, but it's like he was over it. He just wanted me to read his book. And then she adds, "Needless to say, I was happy the voice wasn't telling him to grab a knife." I told him always to listen to that voice.
Oh.
So naturally we're all excited and want to do everything that we are able to do to keep him open and to interfere as much as possible with those inclinations in our world to close down, shut down, become a child of the world instead of a child of love. So anyway, I was going to read it to you sometime, so since it was time to show you Barney, it was time to do that as well. So one last idea, and then we'll just all jump in again, is that in the process of accepting just everything in the world as just it's here, you little by little escape from the idea that there are things that I have to for sure not have in my world, or that I absolutely must have in my world in order to be okay, because that keeps me attached to the world of form. It's really like a hypnosis, because you know what hypnosis is a narrowing of your attention. So all the drama in the world, whether it's a worldwide drama or a little personal drama, it keeps our focus narrowed. And the ego mind, which again is just all of that programming, prefers that. You know why? It never occurred to you that that was a preference. The preference is because if I didn't narrow my focus and if my perspective was much larger, I would become aware of love right here. And the ego is trying to escape from that. So let's not be widening our perspective and our focus. We want to keep it narrow, because one of the things that the Course says, which so many people can't fathom, it says we're afraid of love. We're afraid that we won't be able to tolerate it, that we will be obliterated by it or whatever. So better to stay focused through my resistance and lack of acceptance to all the drama of the world, rather than letting it settle, rather than, okay, it's here, but I don't especially just have to have it, or I don't just especially have to not have it, and I can relax into, oh, my perspective can be wider.